Now, I'm actually a ruse. I did want to say the prayer, but I will turn this over to whomever.
Not you. Not me? Not you.
Thank you. I am whomever. A few of us, of many friends and colleagues, musicians, students, former students of this man right here, gathered today to play a little musical tribute to him and to acknowledge him. I drew the short straw to make a few comments. I'm not going to go over all of his accomplishments. I think that's been published elsewhere. But I just want to say a few personal things about what he did during his career as a music educator. I spoke to the chancellor at UVA Wise yesterday, and she wanted to convey to you, Rick, on behalf of the board of the directors, their warmest and best wishes for retirement. On a vote of 9-7, but it was. I'm kidding. Let's talk about public service, and particularly public education. People who go into public service to serve, literally to serve the public, be they in education or, in my case, I worked in Wisco for 38 years to serve the public. You do so with a real desire to do just that, to serve the public, to teach them, if they're students, to improve their lot in life, to maybe give them employment opportunities or services that they didn't have. It's a myriad of things. But you do it with a sacrifice that you're not doing it for money. If you go into public service, you're not going to get rich, at least legally. If you become a conspicuous consumer and you're in public service, something is wrong. I can tell you that Rick and Kathy have a Porsche in their garage, but they only drive it around town between 2 and 4 a.m. because they don't want to draw attention. But for those of you who know me, my father was a band director, and I held him in high esteem. And over the years, from the first days he introduced me to the trumpet and taught me, started to teach me what all these lines and dots and things, the crescendos, diminuendos, and Italian terms, accelerando, and other things. Muco de Conde, you know what that is? I just made that up. This is like a language, and once you learn this language, it stays with you your entire life. So because of Rick and a few others, when I retired from Wisco, I grabbed my trumpet again, and while it took a while to get my chops back, I still spoke the language, and I'm more fluent in it now than I was when I started. But you think about literally the thousands of youngsters that this man has done that for. And as a band director, understand that, think of all the instruments in the band. He plays euphonium. It's low brass. But there's trumpets or flugelhorns, clarinets, saxophones, tenor saxes, alto saxes, bari saxes, flutes, clarinets, all these things. He has to play all of these things. He's played all those things. Kim and Jason, these guys know you have to play all of those things. You can't form a band and have a clarinet section when your horn of choice may be trumpet, and hand a kid a clarinet and say, look, just blow on this end and move these keys and maybe something will come out. You have to be able to show them and educate them and support them all through that, and again, teach them all this stuff. It's amazing. It's amazing. Think of the thousands of young people that he has uplifted and given them the gift of music and music knowledge and that sense of culture. So I am amazed by it. I was amazed by what my father did, and Kim and Jason and so many others. Where's Angie? Dave, and I can think of so many others in the past. It is God's work, I am convinced it's God's work, because otherwise the beautiful joy of music is lost. A very quick anecdote about my father, just as an illustration. I bet you Rick can tell you this as well. I got a Facebook message from some lady who had retired as a band director in North Carolina. And she said, "You don't know me, but your father taught me at Jonesville in the early 70s. And she said, "I love clarinet, and he helped me get into Western Carolina University," I guess when Bob Welch was down there. Because band directors have connections. They have a community of connections. And my dad helped her get into Western Carolina. She got a degree in music, and she had just retired from a wonderful career as a band director. And so she could lay claim to thousands of children and youngsters that she had uplifted and taught music. It's an incredible accomplishment. And these people, all of them, deserve your recognition and support, and particularly this man right here. Stand up, give him a round of applause. So thank you, Rick. Thanks for putting up with me as a community member of the Winds of the Highland Winds. It was great. It's like a homecoming, because when Rick is at the podium, he's in command, and he would call me out if I talked to Jason or something like that. And I thought, I'm at home. My dad is up there. He's chastising me, and I felt at home. I was happy about it. I felt young. Always remember this: what a person does for themselves dies with them, but what they do for their fellow man lives forever. Amen. Congratulations.
Unexpected. Thank you all.